everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabrielle Kazaya. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about a very important topic: money, scholarships at Spelman College, how to apply for scholarships, what are the ins and outs, especially at Spelman. This video is Spelman specific. However, a lot of the nuggets that I'll leave in the beginning are all school, all college specific. Also, some of them are just HBCU specific. So if you are looking to fund your college journey, you are in the right place. So let's get right into the video. So my first tip, of course, is to start early and be persistent. When you start applying to scholarships early, girl, once you got that acceptance letter, or even if you haven't yet and applied regular decision, you need to be applying for scholarships now, because you always would rather have too much and get a refund than have too little, and kind of being a kind of looking to how you're going to make your way there and kind of make it through each semester. Be persistent, y'all. Call those offices, call those scholarship sites, call your church, call whatever resources you have, and just like really be like, hey, like I really need to understand, I have this much of aid, I need this much left. Like, do you have any resources or people that I can contact in order to close the gap? I also think that a lot of people do not call like their government. Like, every state has like a student aid platform in a sense. So like, call those people, figure out why your aid is this amount, figure out what can change for it to do. Call FAFSA, understand what amount is this, where did they pull that your family's contribution can be this from. Call the student financial aid office at your school, like, hey, this is the amount of aid that I left, I need resources, I need tips, I need help. Going into that, I know Spelman specifically, our financial aid office is very helpful. They will offer financial aid resources, and also once you become a Spelman student, I think they send like emails out like every week of different scholarships to apply for, which is also super helpful. But I will say, like, calling them ahead of time, like I called, I tried to understand this, I understood what I had left, I understood how my academics and like the things that I'm doing now played a part into it. Also, when you call different people, and also when you're just researching, my first tip is to look for major specific scholarships. I think that is a very defining thing, at least in my journey, that I was applying to just all regular scholarships, but also apply to major specific scholarships, because they'll understand like what you're doing, what your trajectory is, and how your grades and just like other extracurriculars are helping you to get where you want to go. So I think that's super important, especially when you are at a school too, because sometimes they'll have major specific scholarships that if you're not inquiring about, they're not gonna like be like, oh, and we have this and we have this and we have that. Also, guys, especially Spelman Knights and future Spelman students, talk to your professors in that department. They will have opportunities to major specific scholarships that may be external and not through Spelman, that if you do not ask about, they're just going to be like having money sitting there going to waste. I know so many people talk about like there's thousands of dollars that just get left behind in scholarship money every year, and that is very true, but I don't want one like no from a scholarship to defeat you and make you not have the drive to go get that money, because the money is out there. You just have to really find the right niche for you to be put in, and then you'll have like a broader opportunity to the money that is out there for your industry or for whatever like specific categories that like are in the scholarship, like those like single parent or this or that, that'll apply to you and will be better for you to have the opportunity to achieve and like be accepted of that scholarship versus like a lot of denials. So I actually have a full video on my Instagram and my TikTok. I believe it's pinned on my Instagram though, if you guys don't want to like, you know, search through. But let's just do some HB specific scholarships. So UNCF, of course. If you're not on UNCF every single day, not every single day, that's exaggerating, but make sure you're checking UNCF. Thurgood Marshall College Fund, another big one. Those two I feel like I've had the most scholarships that I have seen, the most that I've applied to. HBCU really did, like Black student really did. I think those two are the biggest. And then of course you have just like your regular scholarship sites, Sallie Mae, bold.org. One that I think is so underrated is Scholarships of America. I actually got a scholarship from there. You just apply, just keep applying, and your application will like auto save, so you just have to answer those major specific questions. But y'all, Google and ChatGPT are a resource. Type in your description: I'm a black girl, I went to 10 Spelman College, I have this much that I need in aid, that I need a scholarship for. These are some of my essays. What scholarship should I apply to? Bam. Boom, 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 boom. Those are like 20 scholarships for you to apply to. I say this to say, like, if you're having trouble writing an essay, hey chat, I need to write an essay for a scholarship. These are some of the things that I'm thinking about. I can't formulate it into this. Bam. You have to know that, like, you are not in this alone, and you have to use your resources, whether that's a lesson you learned before college or once you're in college. There's so many resources around you, and if you're not using them to your fullest potential, you're doing something wrong. So definitely check out those scholarship sites. Those are some of my favorites. And also don't forget to buy more. There are girls on TikTok who literally are just scholarship people and just post scholarships. So use all your resources to your advantage. And now let's talk about incoming students, freshmen. Oh, sorry, I got the camera shaking. And just like some of the tips that you can have for, oh, there we go, for when you join. Not join, girl, what? When you are accepted. So my first tip is during Spellbound, when everyone else is about to leave, go sit in the financial aid office. That is what worked for me. A lot of times at the end of the year, or just like around that time, they have so much money left over. They have scholarships left over. So it's just like super important to go in there. Sometimes they may have like overlooked your academics and can offer you academic scholarships. Sometimes they may have like seen different things that you have now versus when you applied. So that is really helpful. My number one tip. Also, make sure you're calling the financial aid office. If they know your name and your story before you even get to campus, once you get to campus and you're just like, here, I need this, I need this, I need this, you're consistently there, you're more likely prone to opportunities. Like, y'all, you're going to be like, okay, I need this as well, I need this as well. They're gonna be like, you know who I know who needs this scholarship, who can apply to this scholarship and probably get this scholarship? So and so. So I'm gonna go text her, not text, I'm gonna email her and let her know about this opportunity, and she's gonna apply. Make sure they know your name, they know your story, they know that you're in need. Additionally, like I said earlier, talk to your professors. I know at least if you're interested in entrepreneurship innovation minor, there is the CBE scholarship, which is through the Center for Black Entrepreneurship. They offer a scholarship for students who have that minor and are interested in that. There are so many things at Spelman that people do not know about scholarship wise because they're not asking the professors in their major or minor. Additionally, what else would I say? Don't allow for you not like only knowing how you're gonna make it through freshman year hinder you from coming. I know so many girls who were like, I don't know how I'm even gonna make it past the first semester. They worked hard, they showed like, I have the grades, I have this, I need this, and they were able to stay. That is not everyone's story, but I also know some girls who are just willing to take out the loans for their Spelman experience. So whatever your journey is, just make sure that it's fitting and best for you. Everything about these next 4 years of your life need to be best and most optimal for you, for how you will be post-graduation, making sure you're able to pay that debt off if that's what you have to take on, or that you find people who have the scholarship so you can just be there free and, you know, doing that. Also, y'all, Spelman has a scholarship site that opens once you're a student. I don't remember if it's going into second semester or if it was going into sophomore year, but it's literally like a whole portal, excuse me, full of scholarships that you can apply to as a Spelman student, and then you get pushed into that pool. So it's very different from like the presidential scholarships and stuff that get like just automatically applied to you when you apply. And then yes, also I had a question the other day about Bonner Scholars. Bonner Scholars, you apply to the program and then the funding is divvied up from there. So that hopefully that answers those questions. And that's kind of like scholarships at Spelman. You definitely are open to more once you get in. I know it's kind of backwards, but that is just the name of the game. Make sure you're being prepared for how you're going to achieve your Spelman tuition to enjoy your Spelman experience. So for some additional tips, I'm sure y'all have heard like When alumni come during homecoming, like that's the perfect time to network with them, to figure out like, you know, some people are able to fund an experience like that. Please don't like, well, from my experience, network with them and then schedule coffee afterwards. And during that time, it can be one-on-one. You can talk to them about that. But it's not always the best idea to like, once you meet the alumni right there, be like, and I need money. Can you give me money? Like, you know? But still, you should be networking with alumni anyway, and alumni if you're at a different institution. Also, treat needing a scholarship like a job. If you treat it like a job, you work hard for it, you put in the hours, it'll come, you know, like everything comes from hard work. So as long as you're putting the work in, you'll have results. Focus on your GPA and student involvement. Scholarship sites, I feel like a lot also like to see a well-rounded student. You cannot just be focused on academics. So really make sure you're getting involved on campus, but it's all about balance. If your GPA is going to fall because of this, please don't do it. But really make sure you're balancing it all out. Also, perfect your essays. I feel like so many people's essays can be mediocre or lackluster, or they might not tweak like a sentence or two that'll really speak to what the application is looking for. Make sure you're doing that. There are so many sites that help you write nowadays. It's like no excuse not to. Also, besides from just getting money, manage your money properly in college. Make sure you are budgeting. If you do end up getting all these scholarships and then you have money left over, budget that money appropriately. Notice you have to pay taxes on any refunds that you get. Understand how that all works. Make sure you're still buying your books and all the necessary things you need for college, and that is not just your homecoming clothes money or whatever the case may be. Those are just some of my tips in regard to scholarships. I know that can be a super stressful and tedious topic, especially going into school, because it's like, oh, like, oh, I gotta pay for this. Oh, it's $40,000. Oh, this, oh, that. So just, I think following those steps will really help you. Comment down below any steps and tips that you have that have helped you secure scholarship money, or just sites that you have found that are really helpful. I hope that your financial journey into college is a little less stressful because of some of these tips. I'm truly wishing you the best. Let me know, update me down below so we can, like, you know, keep the conversation going. I hope you all will have an amazing rest of your day. I love you all so, so much, and I can't wait to see you guys in our next video.